Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our first ever member Q&A town hall meeting. We hope that you are all home, healthy and safe with your families. For those of our members who are considered essential personnel, all of us here at Atlantic Financial would like to thank each of you for your dedication and your sacrifice during this difficult time. We know that there's a lot of uncertainty right now, and we thought it would be a great time to answer some of your questions and to assure all of you that we here at Atlantic Financial are here to help you, and we will do everything we can to support all of our members during this time and always. Now, with all that being said, let me just take a moment and introduce myself and our panelists for today. My name is James Dickerson. I'm the Director of Member Experience here at Atlantic Financial. I'm joined by Brian Peller, our Business Development Coordinator, and one of our certified credit union financial counselors. He's going to be helping me today with some of this Zoom technology. We're going to do the best we can to make this as seamless as possible. Our Chief Operating Officer, Dave Allen, is here with us, and our President and CEO, Matt Piazza. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Before we get started with the questions we have received from our members, I believe that Matt has a few words he'd like to say.
Yeah, thanks, Jimmy. I would like to start by first thanking our employees. Each of them has done a great job living our core values throughout this COVID-19 event. They stand ready to help our members through this tough time. Second, I'd like to take a moment to express our appreciation for those in our community that are facing this virus head on. Those are the healthcare professionals, police, fire and emergency responders, delivery drivers, and grocery store workers. There are probably many more that I'm missing, but know we are here to support you, and we appreciate what you're doing for the community. Every year, our management team runs through our contingency planning to review our disaster recovery plan. Our 2020 practice was just completed this February. While always taken seriously, we often wonder if we'll ever need to implement what we practice. Well, unfortunately, that time arrived a few weeks ago, but we were prepared. As things began to develop, our top priority was always the safety and well-being of our employees and our members. We began implementing remote work practices before any government mandates were enacted for essential employees. We quickly moved to drive-through only branch operations to limit physical contact to help slow the spread. As we continue to monitor the impacts of COVID-19 and the fast-changing environment that we are in, our team is well prepared to continue to evolve and adapt to this fluid situation. We are continuously looking for ways to keep our employees and members safe and healthy. This includes helping our members to remain financially healthy. We have put several measures into place that have temporarily reduced or eliminated fees, introduced flexible options to assist members with their existing AFFCU financial obligations, and developed an emergency loan product to help our members in need. We continue to prepare for the future, reviewing our plans and operating practices for when the stay-at-home orders are lifted and the economy begins to reopen for business. Whatever the near future looks like, we remain committed to maintaining our financial strength and doing our part in helping our employees and members get through this unprecedented time. Thanks, Jimmy.
Thank you, Matt. I really appreciate it. It's a lot more clicks than I was expecting to bring us all back here. So that brings us into our Q&A portion of this town hall. Before we get started, let me just say that we've received a lot of questions for today's session. We tried to pick the questions that would be helpful to the most members possible. If for some reason we do not get to your question specifically, we will have someone reach out to you individually this week following this session just to get that information out to you. For the folks watching live today, please feel free to use the Q&A feature at the bottom of the meeting. We will do our best to either answer your question or follow up with you also. So let's go ahead and get started. Our first question today is for Matt. Matt, one of our members is wondering, how will the credit union be impacted by the virus, both in the short term and the long term?
Good question. So I want to start out by letting everyone know that Atlantic Financial has been positioned to weather the storm. Dating back to when I started here, learning from the financial crisis of 2008, 2009, we were preparing ourselves for what would eventually become the next recession. We weren't sure it was going to be this year, but we knew we had to prepare for one. So while we've been giving back money to our members through that My AFFCU Rewards program. We've also been building our capital reserves as well to withstand the storm. We'll be relying on those reserves to weather the storm and focus on helping our membership. We also have to look at how this virus affects how people interact socially in the future. We'll be exploring that, investing in ways to remain financially strong for our membership and to keep everyone healthy and safe.
Perfect. Thank you, Matt. Our next question is for Dave. Dave, one of our members wants to know how members can get financial relief.
Thanks, Jimmy. You know, our members can benefit from many different things that have been put in place. There's federal and state programs that have been put in place to help them out. Just recently, we've almost had 1,100 members receive just under $2 million in stimulus deposits into their accounts this week. And as that rollout continues, we anticipate more coming in. I recommend to everybody that they download our mobile app and sign up for mobile deposit for any checks that they receive, whether it's a stimulus check or check from somebody else, so they can deposit remotely instead of having to stick it in the mail or alleviating the need to come outside. The credit union is working with members on an individual basis because everybody's situation isn't the same. We've temporarily waived late fees. We're working with our members on a case-by-case basis to help them with loan payments and workouts. We created a low-cost emergency loan to help members out through this crisis. For a more comprehensive list, though, I would recommend you going to our website, AFFCU.org, and learn more about all the ways we're helping our members.
Jimmy, you're on mute. Jimmy, you're on mute.
I was on mute. Whoops. Talking to myself. I made a joke about Dave putting himself on mute. So this next question is also for Dave. So this member says that they've lost their job and they're unable to make a car payment. Will we repossess their car?
That's a great question. As everybody's going through this crisis, Governor Hogan has issued an executive order restricting the ability of financial institutions to repossess autos at this time. We actually were proactive in doing that, determining several weeks in advance that we would hold off on any repossessions and work on other remedies to help people that were falling behind on their car payments. We encourage you, if you're in that situation and you haven't already, to reach out to us so that we can work with you in your current situation and get you back on firm footing with the credit union and set you down the right path.
Thank you, Dave. So this next question is for Matt. This member is wondering, will you take payments from their stimulus payments if they're deposited in their AFFCU account? So if they have lending here, are we going to take their payment from their AFFCU account from their stimulus check?
Yeah, Jimmy, thank you. So stimulus payments started arriving from the IRS this past Wednesday, yesterday, April 15th. We made the decision as a credit union not to go after any stimulus money for delinquent loans. So even though we're entitled to offset our delinquency with the funds that are being deposited in your account, we felt that money is better served and better financial need for our members who are in this position. So we aren't looking to offset our rights with that as another token of our desire to help our membership out through the situation.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that. All right, Dave, this is a question for you. If you have a recent bankruptcy discharge, can a member still qualify for emergency help?
Good question. We do have specific underwriting for our emergency loan program. If you're unsure if you would qualify for that loan or not, I encourage you to contact our lending department and discuss your specific situation with one of our loan officers.
Thank you, Dave. Okay, and then this is our last question from our preset questions here. Matt, this question is for you. Are the tellers that are working in the drive-through window being supplied with gloves and hand sanitizer?
Yeah, thanks, Jimmy. From the beginning, our purpose was to try and keep everyone healthy and safe. So we've been outfitting our frontline team with the resources they needed to protect themselves and to help slow the spread. They've been provided the option to wear gloves, have been supplied hand sanitizer, reminded to regularly wash their hands and how they handle cash. We're also cleaning workspaces and common areas. We just invested in a preventative disinfectant, which we're applying weekly. So we're really stepping up to keep everyone here healthy and safe. As we start to look forward, our management team is currently planning for what things may look like when businesses reopen, including how we open our lobby and what we do to help prevent from a second wave. We're strategizing on what safeguards and new practices we may need to implement to continue to protect our team and the membership as we serve each other in this unprecedented time.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. All right. Well, that is all of the questions we received prior to our event today. I'm wondering if we have any questions from our audience members who are watching us live. If you do have a question, right at the bottom of your screen, you should see a Q&A box that you can click on and type whatever question you'd like to see answered today. I encourage you to take a moment and go ahead and do that. Brian, why don't we just bring back up the slideshow really quickly while folks are entering Q&A questions if they want to, just to reiterate some of the things that we talked to today. So member support that we have available, we have the financial hardship assistance. Members that are impacted by COVID-19, they can reach out for potentially skipped payments, interest-only options. Everyone's situation is different, so we have set up that web page for COVID-19, which everybody today is going to get a copy of all this information emailed to them, as well as the link to go to find out more information about the COVID-19 response. We also have the emergency assistance loan. You know, it's safe, affordable, and reliable member financial assistance. It's up to $10,000 for as low as 4.99% for 36 months. There's no payments, no interest accrued for 90 days. So it's a great option for folks that need to take advantage of that during this time. And then I think our next slide is actually just going to have the website that you can go to get more information, which is AFFCU.org/COVID-19-support. So that's the website that we're going to be emailing out to all of our participants, but that's definitely where you can request assistance on your existing loan, reach out to us if you have questions, and apply for any other assistance that might be applicable to you. I'm just taking a look here. We also have some upcoming events to this evening. If you're interested, Brian and I are hosting a seminar on living through a financial crisis, 6 to 7 p.m. And at the end of this month and in May, we're hosting our virtual home buying seminars. We had these scheduled in our office, but unfortunately they had to be rescheduled because of the coronavirus. So now we've taken them online. We have actually over 40 people registered for those events already, and we still have plenty of room for folks to log in and register. Folks that do attend the home buying seminars, if they are purchasing homes, are being qualified to receive $500 closing cost credit if they finance their mortgage with Atlantic Financial before the end of the year. So that's definitely something to take a look at. And I'm taking a look at our Q&A to see if we have any questions from the audience, guys. It does not look like we've received any questions through the Q&A, so I just want to just take a minute and say that from all of us here at Atlantic Financial, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us, whether that's live right now or in the video recording that we're going to publish afterwards. We truly appreciate your membership and hope you are all happy, healthy, and safe. Feel free to reach out to us anytime at our website, AFFCU.org, or call us at 410-584-7474. We have extra folks on the call center right now, always available to answer any questions you might have. And we really appreciate you guys attending. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting, everybody. Have a great day.